Hey guys, want to show your support to the channel and get some awesome rewards at the same time? Then go check out my Patreon page where at whatever tier you choose that fits your budget, you'll get plenty of rewards such as updates and announcements on the regular, exclusive sneak peeks of my videos before they go up online, get yourself credited, and receive a special shout out at the end of my videos and more. Go to patreon.com/AckleyAttack44227TV to start pledging today. And don't forget to also check out and consider gifting me any items I have listed on my Amazon wishlist and even supporting me on my Streamlabs tipping page that'll also help support the channel directly. Links are in the description box below as well as on my link tree for you to check out. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Take care. Hey guys, like what we do on our channel and want to see more videos from us? Then not to worry about a thing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as turning on the notification bell so that way you can see more of our videos coming up very soon. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Hey folks, I'm officially going to be going to Kinshoku-Con, taking place at the Doubletree by Hilton up in Niagara Falls, New York from November 14th through the 16th. I'm going to be there for the weekend and I'll not only be cosplaying as Tamaki from Orang High School Host Club on Friday, my ballerina version of Ruby Rose from Ruby on Saturday, and Ash Ketchum in his Kalos outfit from Pokemon for a little bit on Sunday, but I'm also going to be hosting my brand new panel, How to Become a YouTuber, on Friday, November 14th at 8 p.m. at the Con's Panel Room. More information can be found at kinshokukon.com as well as on their social media platforms. So if you see me there all weekend, then by all means, come on up to me and say hi. Hope to see you there. Hey guys, this is AckleyAttack4427 here, and welcome to another episode of WTPU, aka What the Pickup? Now, as you may recall, in the last episode of the show, which you can see right down over here, I talked about the Bachmann Plank Wagon with the crate themed to, of course, the Sword or Steamworks, which, quite frankly, is one of many rolling stock as part of the Bachmann Thomas & Friends range that I've been wanting to get for years now, and yeah, I have to say, I'm glad I finally got it right now for sure, because yeah, pretty much with what I'm actually seeing, I think it turned out to be a really great piece of rolling stock that I actually got for sure, and yeah, I wish I would have gotten it much earlier so that way I could finally get that out of the way for sure, but hey, I guess thanks to, of course, some listings I found on eBay, I'm glad I finally got it now for sure, so yeah, and I do hope to actually get the other two pretty much plank wagons with crates, in addition to, of course, the one I got, like, of course, the Brendan Bay Shipping Company, and, of course, the Brendan Cargo and Freight Company as well, so yeah, that is what I'm hoping for by far, and thanks to several listings I found on eBay, I do hope it will be possible later on down the road, so yeah, but I'm sure we'll have to wait and see later on down the road, but I guess until then, I'm pretty happy with, of course, the one that I got so far, and yeah, I do hope to maybe get the other two later on for sure, so yeah, but I'm sure we'll have to wait and see what happens from what I can gather, so yeah. If you want to check that episode out for yourself, then don't worry about a thing. There's a card over there over at the top right corner of the screen, as well as, of course, the link to it down the description box below, so yeah, whichever you prefer, go right ahead. I'll wait until you come back. Yeah, take all the time you need. I'll be here by the time you come back for sure, so So yeah, pretty much just gonna be here by the time you come back from what I can gather, so no rush or anything. I'll still be here for sure, so yeah. And yeah, based on what I'm actually seeing from the previous episode, yeah, I do hope I'll actually get the other two plank wagons later on for sure. And I can definitely name a few pieces of Bachman Thomas rolling stock that are now discontinued that I never really got originally, but I do hope to get later on for sure, so yeah, quite frankly, been missing out a whole lot on some really good Bachman Thomas models that I've been getting. I mean, come on! I mean, if I'm currently doing that with some Hornby models, especially the Thomas & Friends range as of recently, surely I could do the same thing with, of course, Bachman as well, so I guess there's that from what I can gather, so yeah, but I'm sure we'll wait and see what happens later on, so yeah. Alright, I guess seeing how you did already see the last episode of this show, we might as well go ahead and start up this episode as we normally do. Well, I guess for today's episode, to which I know I'm filming this pretty much in the last couple of days of October, and this is, of course, the first one I'm putting out for November, probably by the time this goes live for sure. Well, I guess I think we might as well venture back once again to some models that we actually got. And see how we did talk about a couple of Bachman models for sure. I think it's time to pretty much rotate back to a Hornby for sure, because let me tell you, this is actually one that I did order some time ago that I'm really excited to get in my hands for sure. What you see me ask? Well, I'll reveal it right now, So yeah, what I actually got right here in my hands is, of course, a brand new Hornby model that we actually got as of now for sure, and that being the Hornby, the Hornby Railroad 20T, pretty much the BR20T brake van for sure, so yeah, looks like we're finally talking about another brake van that's made by Hornby for sure, and yeah, I guess it is quite interesting for me to talk about this one, so yeah, I did manage to get this not too long ago off of eBay, so now that it's finally in my hands, I figure it's actually appropriate to actually talk about this one for sure, so yeah. And I know that's saying a whole lot because I have been collecting a good bunch of Bachman and Hornby models as of recently for sure, seeing of how I'm actually currently getting back into, of course, buying some models as of now for sure, so yeah, and of course this one is no exception for sure, so yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, with that being said, how does this pretty much a Hornby Railroad BR20T brake van fare up in such a way? Well, I guess the answer is quite simple. Let's go ahead and take a look at this and find out. Alright guys, it looks like we got the Hornby Railroad BR20T brake van right in front of us for sure, though. Do I know a lot of you guys may be wondering, or I guess a lot of you guys may be wondering, wait a minute, this is not a 20-ton brake van, this almost looks like the classic style of a brake van, and yeah, you might be right, of course, that front. It does kind of look like the classic style of a brake van by Fahara, to which I don't know why they pretty much they didn't call it that back when it first came out, but hey, I'm not the one of the many people over at Hornby who actually made this for sure, but hey, I guess there's a good reason why I still need to get this, so yeah. And luckily enough, I do have an interesting thing that I do have to say in regards to getting this one, so yeah. honestly, I think I've actually came across this break van a long while ago, and I was actually really intrigued with, of course, how it's actually presented. And as you can see, it's actually part of course, the Hornby Railroad range by a far that they currently do for sure that. Excuse me, so yeah, that's surprisingly enough, they actually do specializing, of course, pretty much making good old classic models, pretty much in whatever way they want it to be for sure. Not like pretty much their regular standard pretty much style for sure, but yeah, you would definitely know that there's a good number of models that they actually made under the railroad range for sure. So yeah, but I still classify it as, of course, pretty much as part of the Hornby generation for sure. So yeah. And of course, what led me to actually get this one for sure is that, surprisingly enough, I did originally want to order this off of Amazon, but I guess pretty much from what I can gather, my order got canceled. So luckily enough, I did manage to find this straight off of eBay for sure. And pretty much got it over there from what I could gather. And luckily enough, it did came here right here in my hands just fine for sure. So yeah, always feels good to actually have a plan B option. See if how stuff revolving around ordering this off of Amazon didn't go according as planned for sure. So yeah, and if you may recall, pretty much a few episodes back, I actually did state that, aside from the Thomas and Friends range, I have been looking into, of course, getting some pretty much models from Hornby in general for sure. And trust me, I still want to pursue the even to this day for sure. So yeah, there's tons out there that really do pique my interest. So I'll see what comes up if I'm actually really lucky. So yeah, but I guess pretty much of anything, we'll see what comes up. So yeah, pretty much of anything, now that we got that out of the way, we can now pretty much take a good glance at it up close and personal. And yeah, from my first impressions from the packaging alone, literally from the box from what I could gather, yeah, it actually does look really interesting for sure. I can tell that much like all their other models, Hornby really does do a damn good job, and of course presenting their models and of course their boxes, so that way I can be in for a nice treat for when I do open it up for sure. So yeah, at least that's what I can gather on, of course, my part for sure. So yeah. Pretty much of anything, pretty much just seeing the glimpse of course, the brake van from inside the box really is getting me in for quite an interesting treat from what I can gather for sure. So yeah, and I'll even give credit that the box they actually did, I have to say, Hornby actually did do a good job, and of course, the box for, of course, this one, yeah, really specializing quite well, and of course, pretty much their, yeah, in pretty much their railroad range that they actually got for sure. So yeah, pretty much all we got is, of course, just pretty much just the whole brake van from the front of the box. Nothing too much from this side. But of course, pretty much on this side, actually showcase the model, pretty much the model itself in what it's actually described, and going alongside the back is pretty much just a bunch of warnings all in different languages and stuff from what I could gather, which honestly, it's not that bad. And nothing too much around the bottom, but around at the top, well, not much either. Except just a little advertisement for the Hornby website, to which, yeah, I don't mind it, to be honest. So yeah, at least it's what I can gather for sure. So yeah, I know the box itself may not be much compared to most of the other models that I actually got beforehand, but I really do like what they actually have to offer for, of course, this one. And yeah, pretty much from what I'm seeing, I'm really intrigued, of course, on what it's actually providing for sure. So yeah, at least it's what I can gather on, of course, on my part for sure. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and get this thing opened up and, well, see what we can actually get ourselves in for. So yeah. Okay, yeah. Whew. Well, that was actually rather quite easy, so yeah, I guess from the looks of it, it looks like we got the, pretty much the 20T brake van finally out of the packaging, and yeah, I have to say, upon looking this over, yeah, I have to say, this looks really impressive for sure. Again, it pretty much just symbolize a classic style of course, a regular old brake van for sure, which I will say, looking back, of course, my Bachmann Thomas models, they actually did do the same thing with, of course, the brake vans, and, of course, this kind of style for sure, and yeah, with what I'm actually seeing, I really am digging, of course, what they actually did, of course, this one. Just by having this in a nice box, pretty much shape from what I could gather, really is quite fitting, I'm not gonna lie, and I have to say, they really went all out, of course, this one, they really did do an impressive job with what I can gather for sure, so yeah. Pretty much the way it's shaped out is really quite nice from what I can gather, and even the top, I have to say, with all the roof, with the roof, and of course the chimney and stuff, yeah, they really did an impressive job, of course, this one, and even the bottom, pretty much going from, of course, the pretty much the bottom frame to, of course, the wheels, and even the hook and loop couplings as well. It really is quite impressive, I'm not gonna lie, and yeah, I think they really went all out, of course, this one, so yeah, and not to mention the, pretty much the brown paint as well, actually, oh, yeah, I guess, pretty much the brown paint from what I've actually seen is actually very nicely done. They really did an impressive job to really make this all the more presentable, and I'm impressed with what they actually whipped up. And even the detailing, I'm not gonna lie, is also very well done from what I can gather. They really went all out for details like that, and I'm intrigued with, of course, what they actually have to throw into the table, So yeah, that's pretty much what I can gather. So yeah, I guess with that being said, looking over this in its entirety, I am really intrigued with, of course, what it has to throw into the table. And yeah, Hornby actually did do a really good job making this one for sure to really make this all the more incredible. And yeah, they accomplished that quite well for sure. So yeah. At least that's what I can gather for sure, so yeah. And you might be wondering to yourself, how will it fare up, of course, on my layout for sure? Well, let's take it on up there and find out. Alright guys, it looks like we're back up in my layout once again, about ready to, of course, give pretty much this brake van a massive test run for sure, so yeah. I guess it is quite fitting, seeing how given to, of course, the new models that I've been getting. Of course, I need to give it a massive test run, of course, on my layout for sure. And luckily enough for this time around, this one is actually going to be rather interesting for sure, because surprisingly enough for this test run, I've decided to let Mavis pull the brake van for sure, so yeah. I kind of figure I would probably go for something a little different for once and have Mavis actually pull the brake van this time around for sure. So yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do for sure. I know I did rely on most of the other models to really help out, of course, that one for sure. But I think I kind of figure for this test run, I would let Mavis actually pretty much take the reins this time around. So yeah, but needless to say, I did manage to get track 2 plugged in for sure, so we're about ready to give it a massive test run for sure, so yeah. Not sure on what's going to happen, though. I guess if things go wrong, I think I probably could take the time to probably clean the track or give Mavis a massive push, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. So yeah, but needless to say, we shall see what happens. So yeah, I did manage to, yeah, it looks like the speed controller for track 2 is plugged in and ready to go. So let's see what happens. So here we go. All right, and oh, there we go. Okay, I guess it looks like, from what I've actually seen, it looks like this test run actually turned out pretty well, from what I could gather. And yeah, I think with pretty much on how well Mavis actually did pulling this brake van for sure, I think it looks like it really did the job very, very well. I'm not gonna lie, and yeah, actually turned out to be very impressive. So yeah, at least it's what I can gather. So yeah, I guess give it to what I've actually seen. I'm glad the test run went pretty well, and yeah, pretty much from what I've actually seen, this brake van really is nicely done. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can gather. So yeah, overall, yeah, I really do love the Hornby Railroad BR20T brake van that is actually shown to us by far that I did get not too long ago, and yeah, pretty much from what I've actually seen, I think it is actually one model that yeah, or one piece of rolling stock that I am really impressed with. Of course, what I've actually seen for sure. I think Hornby did a really good job, of course, putting together this one from what I could gather, and yeah, it really is spot on all the way, and I really do think it is something that I know Hornby really is, yeah, that I know Hornby actually really did an impressive job from what I could gather, so might have had a brain fart for a second, but I'm all good now. So yeah, pretty much, if anything, it does show that this is actually one of many items that I'm hoping to get, as my hopes to actually get some really good Hornby models in general for sure. So yeah, we'll definitely wait and see later on down the road if I ever do get more models like this in the near future, but for now, I'm actually really impressed with, of course, what I'm actually seeing with this one, and it actually did result in a really great one from what I've actually seen. So yeah, pretty much, if anything, I do highly recommend getting this one for sure. I really do think it is actually very nicely done for sure. And yeah, pretty much, if anything, if you're like me and you actually do like game models for sure, or just pretty much HO00 scale model trains for sure, I say this is actually a really great one to check out for sure. So yeah, I definitely say this is well worth the recommendation on my part, and I really enjoyed all the ways. So So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, and I guess on that front alone, I think I might as well end this episode here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode, and by all means, let me know down in the comments down below on what you thought of this one for sure. I would definitely love to know on what you guys think. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode, and well, now if you'll excuse me, I guess, yeah, I guess seeing how it already is November right now, I think I might as well get myself prepared for, of course, my birthday that's going to be coming up. And boy, I'm really excited to see what I'm going to be getting this time around. So yeah, but we'll have to wait and see later on down the road. So I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyTackTV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is AckleyTack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyTackTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.